Uh-oh, this may be the start of another segment we may have to call Triggered by the News. Because I got triggered by a Yahoo Sports article that we're going to go through, you and I. So this is on Yahoo Sports. The author of this piece is Eric Adelson. Creating discomfort is the point of Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest. So we're going to run through this. I'm citing this article, fair use, all that bullshit. So last weekend, an Ethiopian runner named Faisa Lalisa ran 26.1 miles in the Olympic men's marathon, then raised his arms to form an X as he crossed the finish line. It was a form of protest of his nation's government, and it may have severe consequences that could linger indefinitely. The guy didn't go home after he did this, because in Ethiopia, protesting the government is a bad fucking idea. So why did we mention this? Well, the next paragraph reads, "There's no such consequences for Colin Kaepernick, who staged his own political protest, refusing to stand for the U.S. national anthem before a preseason NFL football game." All right, Colin, what is your quote? "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color." To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid to leave and getting away with murder. Kaepernick's words will anger many, but his ability to do something like this without immediate repercussions from his team is something great about the U.S. It is easy to disagree with Kaepernick, to complain about his timing even though he didn't do this during a regular season game, to call him unpatriotic, or to call him a rich, spoiled brat, even though he may be risking future earnings by taking a stand. The guy's already a multi-millionaire. Instead of asking him to shut up, we should question him more. We should press him on his feelings on gun control, seeing that he posted a photo of himself with an assault rifle 3 years ago. A lot of the, quote, bodies in the street are the result of gun violence. So does Kaepernick have feelings on the relevant issue of gun control? Tell me, Colin Kaepernick, now that we're done with that White Knighty article that at least had the nerve to challenge Kaepernick a little bit before it just... Listen, we know that the vast majority, over 95% of police shootings involve an armed suspect who was an active threat to the cops and to the other people around them. Milwaukee has proved that you could have a gangbanger with a stolen gun pointed at a cop on camera and have him be shot justifiably by a black cop, and riots in the streets burn everything down. Nobody on that side of the argument is being rational. Nobody. And Colin Kaepernick is no exception. Tell me, Colin, did you have an AK-47 because of the cops? Or could it have been because of other black people? I don't remember exactly how many NFL stars have been shot in gang-related or street drive-bys lately, but it's more than one. I remember very clearly back when I can't remember. I should have looked it up before this, but there was a Broncos player who was at a nightclub in Denver, and he was leaving the club in a black Escalade, and that Escalade got filled through full of holes like a fucking Scarface movie. All right? And as far as I know, that guy didn't even have any gang affiliations. He probably just talked shit to the wrong nigger in the club. Okay? So, Colin, if you want to talk about gun violence, as the Eric Adelson likely had to go, was still trying to be super liberal progressive with the gun violence thing, but let's not forget, what is the gun violence problem in the black community? Is it the cops? Or is it the street thugs, who are also black, who are also in the same neighborhoods as the people throwing a fit, killing them every day? How many times are you going to see a guy get murdered live on Facebook Live with your phone right in his face, bang, 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 and get to see him bleed to death? Where's your protest? See, it's to be expected that the black community would think that white people are a monolith. And it's to be expected that they would treat police like a monolith. Because the real nature of the problem is these protesters, at least, are treating the black community like a monolith. That the gangbanger who fucking kills little kids fucking is treated with the same sort of protectionism and xenophobia, and I mean as in like protect him, like treat him like a southerner would treat Texas. Protect from criticism, protect from outside influence, protect from anything. You take your fucking Sandra Blands and your fucking Karen Gaines, and they are treated the same as those gangbangers, and those gangbangers are treated the same as some innocent little kid who's doing good in school and shit. There's no sense of proportion. There's no legitimate fucking estimation of any of these people. They're not being treated as individuals. The gangbanger is not differentiated from the young school student, is not being differentiated from the crazy bitch with a shotgun, is not differentiated from the drug dealer or the drug addict or the fucking Barack Obama. None of these people are being treated as individuals in the black community. They're being treated based only on their skin color. They are black, therefore they are oppressed, therefore they are beyond reproach, therefore any criticism or harm that comes against them is racism. End of story. Complete and utter lack of nuance or honesty. And this is what I'm going to do a little bit of fucking Xing about Colin Kaepernick. You are not a gangbanger, and you are not a black businessman or a black politician. You are an NFL quarterback worth millions of dollars. You are not oppressed. You are not fucking... It's like the fucking same shit that South Park made fun of Bono, the U2 frontman for. This fucking rich man savior complex. No different than white man savior complex. He's a white knight. Colin, tell me why you have the AK-47. Is it because you like guns? Is it because rap music made you think AKs are cool? Or because maybe some nigga decided to threaten you because you didn't complete all your passes on Sunday? I really want to know. Because I think those are all probably equal in likelihood. It is really not uncommon for athletes to get threatened by street toughs. But Colin Kaepernick would probably gladly apologize for any black dude who threatens him, because it's all the country's fault. This racist, oppressive country did this to Colin Kaepernick, did this to the guy threatening Colin Kaepernick, the hypothetical guy anyway. You see what I mean? Am I making any sense here? You're damn right this has to do with systemic racism, but it's the systemic racism of the black community. These people have thrown out any concept of individuality or individual responsibility and have decided that the nation is fucking what needs to be defended. No matter who is the guy with the black skin. Whether he's a murderer, whether he's a drug dealer, whether he's a thug, whether he's a rapist, whether he's a monster, whether he's a thief, whether it's an innocent little kid, or a struggling single mom, or a powerful businessman, or a rapper, or an athlete, or a president. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to these people is skin color. And it's embarrassing to have to read that kind of article written by a white man about a very, very light-skinned black man. This is the same thing as the whole Justin Timberlake. I can't even remember the fucking asshole who made the whole speech at the awards show. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. It is not even just random people jealous of other people's victim complexes. It's rich, super successful, white passing black dudes trying to appropriate the struggle of the black dude on the street. And that's its own embarrassment. And, I'm looking forward to seeing some black person with a little bit more credit than that calling Colin out for this. Because if I gotta admit, as somewhat irrational as the concept sounds, if I was a black dude who was middle class or poor and was living in a not so nice neighborhood around not so nice people, I would feel nothing but patronized and talked down to and exploited by Colin Kaepernick. And I'd want to wish him on Twitter to shut his fucking mouth and quit being such a quivering fucking baby. He made it out the hood. He could shut his fucking mouth. Thanks for watching.